is the answer. Stay tuned for the news on the hour by 1 p.m. every day on Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. Shining Supreme. You can only get timely, credible, and reliable news on your Shining Supreme station. Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin.
For the best of national, local, international news and sports, get into News Sponge and Diamond 88.7 FM. News Sponge, all about the news.
Top of the morning to you beautiful people. It's 1 minute gone past the hour of 9 o'clock on the AM side. And we say welcome to Diamond 887 FM Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. This News Sponge, a news and current affairs compilations of topical stories making the rounds. I'm your host, Precious Afolabi. Here are the trending news this morning. Electoral Act Senate names Oshiomhole Tambuwal in 7-man review committee. More governors not worried over Fubara's impeachment move. Dezeni Allison, Madueke denies bribe taken at London corruptions trial. Amnesty International urges DSS to probe alleged extrajudicial killings in Abuja. Security matter, insecurity, terrorism, signs of end time. This coming from Prophet Abiara. Reps pass 58.47 trillion 2026 budget, says Nigeria hasn't printed single naira under Tinubu's administration. As it breaks, Anthony Joshua's breaks silence after fatal crash. We will take responsibility for disappearance of $62 million from CBN under Emefiele, CBN staff. Moving on to the world of politics, NNPP rejects call for Kano Deputy Governor resignation. Ogun formally transferred Taswed to FG in historic transition. And moving on to the foreign scene, EU had Iran's Revolutionary Guard to terrorist list. Moving on in the world of the international news, Trump's orders immediate reopens of commercial airspace over Venezuela. Renewed clashes erupt in northern Ethiopia, raising fears over fragile peace deal. At least 11 dead in South Africa, a latest crash involving a minibus taxi. And now moving on away from that to the world of sport. Chukwueze loses mother after brief illness. And on transfer, Terim Murphy agrees loan move to FC Porto. And those are the major headlines making the rounds today. It was compiled and edited by Nedu Okore. And I am Precious Afolabi. For sponsorship or other placements, kindly contact our sales and marketing office on this number 0912 929 4332 or 0907 722 7120. Up next is Diamond Breakfast Show, where we discuss and have in-depth analysis and some of the topical stories making the rounds. Don't forget that you can also join us by logging on to any of our Diamond FM online platforms on www.diamondfm.net or keep update via social media pages. Please stay with us.
This is Diamond FM 88.7. Setting the pace, leading the way. like no other, bringing you the best in music, the best in entertainment. We the best.
Diamond FM, radio made for you.
The major talking points in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at smaller countries taking lead, and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
For my business too much. Nigeria is too hard for us. I mean, I want to kill us. Why not kill us for Nigeria? Please don't help us back them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can a government, how can you hold in domain? I mean, it's intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice the new democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DVS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people. From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM in Loring, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Yeah, of course, TGIF right now. Thank God it's Friday. And of course, at the sound of Thank God it's Friday, you know that all the stress is coming down. And we are saying bye-byes to the ups and downs that we faced in a couple of days past. And of course, tomorrow is another beautiful day when we get to the weekend groove. But before you get to the weekend groove, we have a magic that we apply. Informations, programs that is going to touch lives. You know, when it comes to political matters, not only political matters, health, international matters, education, economics, and so on and so forth. We try as much as possible to balance the whole equations of, you know, your activities for the day, especially right here, Diamond 887 FM. This is what we do. Today, 30th of January, 2026. Welcome to DBS, where we're discussing in-depth analysis on stories and the significant events of national and global importance that requires engaging narratives aiming for clarity and impotence with our guest and to engage the listeners at home. And of course, my name is Precious Afolabi D. Of course, you're welcome. This is your main man right here. And don't forget that you can be part of the show. How do you come into the show? It's very simple. We have numbers that we roll out. You can call the number, and the other one, it's a WhatsApp number. You can drop your message there, and we give you that opportunity to let your voice be heard. 0913 655 6952. 0913 655 6952. It's the number to call. The WhatsApp line is 0913 655 6864. 0913 655 6864. We have a lot of, topical issues to look into this very morning. And of course, we're going to have a very beautiful conversation from the horse's mouth. Before I'm going to let the cat out of a bag, I have a wonderful guest also in the building that we will be talking about all these issues, one after the other. That is Alex Olaiwola Ridwan is in the building with me with a lot to talk about. We're going to dissect many issues today, and definitely we're not shutting you out to be part of the conversation. From the track points that we have today, we're still going to be talking about particular important issue this very morning. They're actually trending. We're having reactions, counter reactions from one center or the other. But definitely we're going to unveil that on the show today. Of course, we're going to talk about the issues raised by the Sharia Council for standing against Amopiton. All we want is Amopiton to be sacked. And this happens to be a tension where we're having the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, standing in a limbo right now, looking for the decisions of the next move that is really going to be. It's all about the national security. It's all about the insecurity issues, especially the genocides where Christians have been killed, abductions everywhere. And this matter is a very, very major concern, which we're going to look into that very one. We have been reactions coming from the cans. Their reactions, we're going to look into that. The Electoral Act and the issues arising. Definitely we're going to talk about that call on Kano's deputy governor to resign following his decisions not to join APC. Of course, we're going to talk about that. I had a little conversations with one particular elder statement saying that it seems to be that all the political parties, especially the strong opposition, can we still call PDP a strong opposition party? And of course, the result will actually tell us what is going to be, especially when it comes to 2027. Of course, we'll be having a debate over zoning ahead of 2027 poll. Should it be competence over zoning or otherwise? Benga Ashim slams Tinubu's aide, says north-south dichotomy advocacy. It's a betrayal. And of course, we're going to talk about that this very morning. And that is where I'm going to be having the opportunity to have a conversation with the National Coordinator, Benga Ashim, Solidarity Movement, Mr. Abdul Razak Amzat, to share his view on this historical light on the zoning. And of course, after that, we're just going to create a little minute so we have that conversations pull out from that place for 10, 15 minutes before I will be coming to my guest on the show that I have, Alex Olaiwola Ridwan. Of course, we'll be dissecting each one of them one by one, and we're going to open up the phone lines for you people to be part of the conversation this morning and say welcome to your show, Diamond Breakfast Show, DBS Show, the final editions for this week with your main man, Precious Afolabi D. And of course, before we be wrapping it on the show today, let us quickly go for advert placement. And after this advert placement, I think we're good to go to start the show this very morning. Don't forget, you can be part of the show by dialing this number, 0913 655 6952, 0913 655 6952. Or 0913 655 6864 is the WhatsApp line. Please join me on the show this morning as we kickstart from here.
Better be iron and care. Be good for your body. Yeah. Are you not aware? Body back for the day for yeah. Now your daily friend. For your blood, if it's 10 over 10. Oh yeah. Feel your bed. Join you head on past the test. Blood builder for everybody. Healthy body for everybody. Kerubina, product of it's in healthcare.
The major talking points in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at smaller countries taking lead, and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
For my business too much. Nigeria is too hard for us. I want to kill us. Why not kill us for Nigeria? Please help us back them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can a government, how can you hurt in domain? It's intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice the new democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DVS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people.
Yeah, good morning to you beautiful people and welcome to your show, DBS Show right now. And don't forget, we told you that we have a lot to talk about this very morning. And we have the opportunity to put a call through live and direct to the National Coordinator Benga Hashim Solidarity Movement, Mr. Abdulrazak Hamzat, to share his view on this journey of zoning, because it's really quite important. It's all about the 2027. Nigerians want competence, not zoning. This is coming from Oluwepo Hashim. And of course, we have the presidential hopeful of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Dr. Benga Oluwepo Hassan, has condemned what he describes as a deliberate attempt by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's aide to divide Nigeria along regional and ethnic lines, warning that such rhetoric threatens national unity and security ahead of the 2027 general election. And of course, we will be delving into this. And that is a reaction to the comment attributed to the Chief of Staff to the President, that's Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, accused elements within the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, of reviving a northern-southern political dichotomy as a diversion from what is described as worsening economy's condition, insecurity, and governance failure. And of course, I have the opportunity to put him live straight to the call this morning. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How is the day?
Yeah.
And how is what?
We thank God. It's good to have you.
It's nice having me on board.
Thank you very much. Please, once again, we'd just like you to let Nigerians know who we are talking to this very morning, sir.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Nigerians. My name is Abdulrazak Hamzat, and I am the National Coordinator for Benga Hashim Solidarity Movement.
All right. It's good to have you. It is not a news that, 2027 is a year that some people will say is going to be another dimension or the continuation of the administration that we have right now. If we look into it, did you see any change, or we're still going to have what we can call a continuation of Tinubu's administration? Before we go straight to what we have this morning.
Yeah, the decision of whether Nigeria will experience change or continuation is solely in the hand of the Nigerian people. Nigerian people, change. Or that there is going to be continuation. Now, this is bad on Nigerian people who have the power.
Mr. Hamzat. Hello, sir. Hello. Mr. Hamzat. I'm sorry. I think we will just need to change the reception from that. We don't really have the conversations to be really smooth in that very angle. But I don't know. I don't know if we can just if you can hear me, just to change the reception from there, and let us just have you, because it's quite not clear. And I know that the people listening at home will not really understand or catch the vibe of the conversation that we are connecting you with this very morning. And of course, 09136556952, you people just put the number down and let's see if we can still try a luck and have him on the show back again this morning. Of course, we're trying as much as possible to make everything beautiful so that we can enjoy the show and have the main thing while we are here on the show this morning. I'm trying to call him back again and see if we can be lucky this time to have him on the show. If we can be lucky, I would really love that. I really love that. 09136556952 is the number. Just try to pen that number down so that the time we'll be opening up the lines, you can be able to partake from the program this morning. Okay, let's see if we are lucky to have this. All right. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
The network is really doing ojoro. I don't know if you have changed your reception there.
Yes, but it's better here.
Okay, let's have you once again.
My name is Abdulrazak Hamzat, the National Coordinator for the Hashim Solidarity Movement.
All right. You talked about that the power lies in the hands of the people. If there's still going to be the continuations of the Tinubu's administrations or a total change. Looking into that, it seems to be that there is this the power that is in the hands of Nigerians to make a decision. And if you are to look at it, the issue of zoning is what we really want to put into it, as when the head of the president mentioned the zoning. And it seems to be that when it comes to that particular aspect, Nigerians are very, very familiar or maybe interested in the zoning. We don't really know. If you can just take us an historical background of that zoning formula, please. Let's just have it.
Thank you so much. You see, it is unfortunate that we have a Nigerian government who was elected under the Nigerian Constitution to protect the Constitution of Nigeria, which says that Nigeria is an indivisible country. But unfortunately, the government that was elected to uphold this tenet has its agent, especially the chief of staff to the president, coming out to be canvassing for the division of Nigeria along regional lines. Because there is nothing called zoning other than the balkanization of Nigeria along regional and ethnic lines. But this is unfortunate. Since return to democracy in 1999, southern part of Nigeria has become president. Northern part of Nigeria has become president. There is no zoning. At every given point, the Nigerian people will look at all of the individuals seeking political office, and they will choose the one they prefer to lead them at that time, irrespective of where they come from. And at different times, the Nigerian people have chosen someone from the south and they have chosen someone from the north. We do not need zoning for the south or the north to attain leadership at every given time, provided those individuals can become president. But here is the point. Between 1999 till date, that's about 27 years. In this 27 or 28 years period, someone from the southern Nigeria has become president of Nigeria for 18 years without any zoning. And somebody from the northern part of Nigeria has become president for 10 years without any zoning. The current president of Nigeria is from the southern part of Nigeria, which is currently doing its 18th years
as the president of Nigeria. Now, does it mean well for this country? For a region of Nigeria that is currently ruling Nigeria, that has done 18 years out of 28, and the North has done only 10, is it reasonable for that same government to be advocating for zoning as a basis for the continuation of government? In our own understanding, that is unfortunate, and it is the betrayal of the Nigerian Constitution.
All right, we'll look into it. All this historical background that you have given to us, I know that Nigerians too can also relate. But it seems to be that you are really after Nigerians' interest, that they really want someone that is competent to lead them 2027. How can we faction, or how can we put out a competent candidate looking into what you are trying to put on board right now? And zoning, the issue of zoning, can we really take it out from Nigerians when it comes to politics in Nigeria?
You see, thank you so much for this question. You see, one thing that has been clear to the Nigerian people is that there is nobody in Nigeria that wants zoning. And evidences of how Nigerians make their decision is a testament to this fact. In 2023, the current president of Nigeria, President Tinubu, he did not win from the South. The people who voted for him most, they are the people of northern Nigeria. This president did not even win in his own state, Lagos. That the people of southern Nigeria don't necessarily choose based on the tribe of the person, based on the person that they believe should lead